Good afternoon. Hopefully everybody having a blessed day. Been just like analyzing so much shit over the last couple of weeks. With a little bit of everything, especially some of the stuff dealing with Trump politics. Us as a people, culture-wise, some of the bullshit games these women still think they can play on a man. And fellas, just want to touch on something, like something that you really need to pay attention to. And it's kind of a fucked up situation, but at the same token, something that we can live with and respect because we've been dealing with it for so long. So, in the book of Psalms or Ecclesiastes, I forgot which book it is in the Bible, but Solomon said, here's what I found amongst the scheme of things in life. I searched amongst 1,000 men, I only found one righteous. I searched amongst all women, and I found none. That's deep. Here's a man that had 700 concubines and 300 wives, which is 1,000 women within itself. And he said, amongst the scheme of things, he found no women righteous out of 1,000. So, in light of dealing with a woman, we're going to be dealing with a lot of bullshit. A whole lot of unnecessary bullshit. And it's slim picking because now you got to look at it when you're dealing with a woman. You already know there's never 100% satisfaction in life, no matter what you're dealing with. On top of no righteous women. They all got that snake mentality. That's why the devil chose to go to them first, to try to fuck a man up. When he went to Eve to try to fuck up Adam. Excuse me for cussing. But it was a bigger picture that a lot of us, including myself, had missed. So, with that being said, it's like when we deal with a female, we got to deal with somebody. It's never going to be 100%, but we can at least tolerate some of the bull that we're going to have to go through. We're going to be able to live with certain circumstances because they all going to take us through some changes. And that snake mentality, that's what that girl code is about, because they always enlightening and educating each other on what to do, what not to do, how to get away with stuff. Like, your mama can hate your girl, and they'll still come together on your ass. Like, real talk. And then as soon as something happens, your mama a defender. Like, y'all can't say I'm making this shit up. Your daughter can hate your girlfriend, but you will do certain shit, and they get on your ass, even though they hate her. Because it's that girl code. Like, real talk. That's why, like, dudes be out there fucking around. Women don't do like us men do. We get together, we ready to start fighting. They get together, start comparing notes, trying to compare what's what, and then come up with a common, I don't want to say scheme, but a common denominator, how both of them can work to get over on your ass. Because at the end of the day, they understand that devilishment. So, us as men that play that Adam role, we gotta stay focused. We gotta figure out, okay, this is who I'm dealing with. This is what she's capable of. This bitch right here ain't got no common sense. So I'm gonna take a loss here, here, and here. Can I profit with this woman in the long run? And if I can't profit from her and with her, do I need to get rid of her? Yeah, I might love her, I might care about her, but how great are my losses gonna be in dealing with her? Am I gonna be able to grow, partner up? Because that's all part of prospering. Like, am I going to be busting my ass in this alone? Or every time I'm getting somewhere, is she going to try to destroy it? Self-sabotage. Like, yo, what role am I playing in dealing with this person? How much of a helpmate is she going to become? And if the answers is not good to yourself, then what is you looking for her in the future? That means it's time to get rid of her. That means it's time to move on. That means it's time to start focusing on something else. Even if that means you got to be by yourself for a while. Because you're going to take a bigger loss, unnecessary loss, that you don't have to take. That's why sometimes it's better just don't even say shit. Just walk away, handle your business, level up, and get ahead without them. But at the same token, you can't go back and revisit that situation. Because if it was fucked up the first time, what you think is going to happen now that you done leveled up and she ain't work or help you get there? She ain't gonna do nothing but destroy it, break shit up and everything else. Fuck your house up and so forth. She ain't work to get that, she ain't earned nothing. She ain't appreciated. That's your shit, it's not hers. So it's no value to her. And this is what she feel like she's gonna be able to do to try to hurt you in the long run. To make you play yourself. So why would you revisit a contaminated situation? Like real talk, you gotta look at the big picture. How much of a loss am I gonna be taking knowing that you broke your back to get where you are? Is it worth it? Because trust me, if you on point, you'll know it ain't worth it. Let it go. Just something to think about. Amongst the scheme of things in life, I search amongst all women and find none righteous. That's a hell of That's a heck of a statement. Real talk. And that's some of the stuff in the Bible that we look over. That's some of the stuff in the Bible that's not being taught. It's not being promoted. It's not being having a light cast upon it for us to be able to evaluate and expound upon that. So we look at all the lower stuff dealing with her body, her looks, and so forth, rather than what's in her heart. Because trust me, for Solomon to deal with 1,000 women, 1,000 different personalities, characteristics, and so forth, and he was the wisest of the wise out of us men, he went through something. They took him through some shit. That's partly why he lost his kingdom in the way he did. Setting up other guys with guys trying to satisfy them and doing stuff they ain't got no business doing. Like, you gotta look at the big picture, bro. With that being said, man, wake up, pay attention, stay focused, and let's handle our business as men. Because them type of jewels, you can't take lightly. Like real talk. Something that we really need to start focusing on. That's why I'm like, yo, you gotta get in that book. You gotta get in that Bible. You gotta get focused and pay attention. Because a lot of stuff that we're supposed to be studying, researching, the pastors in the church ain't teaching it. And they're not gonna teach it. Like real talk. The reason why it counteracts what they doing and how they trying to get over and get money out your pocket. So yo, it's up to us, each one teach one, as men, and enlighten each other so we know what we up against, what we prepare for. Because we in trying times and the devil busy. And the devil always gonna use a woman to destroy a man. Been doing this from the beginning of time. This shit always been working. It ain't failed him yet. So he gonna continue to do it. Because the devil and the woman are on the same number, which is 6. We as men are on 7. We complete. They're on an incomplete level. The only difference between the woman She could be refined. Devil can't. She just gotta have a strong, God-fearing man to be able to refine her. He gonna have to go through the storm, even doing that. Like, yo, some of us 50, 60, 70 years old, you got people that's been married 30, 40 years, 50 years, and still going through hell with that woman. Like, you would think he know his woman by now, and she's still surprising his ass. Half of the time, they don't even know they self. They still doing shit. Why I do that? I don't understand what made me do that. What came over me here? Changing like the weather. And we all know the weather unpredictable. But that's Mother Nature. And they got Mother Nature in them. Unpredictable. Fellas, wake up, man. It's time to use that third eye. Stay focused. Y'all have a blessed day. I need to get the rest of this equipment together so we can complete this job. Y'all be safe. Bye.